The major Roman gods, known collectively as the deiconcenses, formed the core of Roman mythology and religious practice. These 12 deities were revered as the guardians of Roman life, each presiding over specific domains that influenced both the natural world and human affairs. Adapted from the earlier Greek Pantheon, the Roman gods were given unique identities that reflected the values and structure of Roman society. At the heart of their worship lay the principles of order, duty, and the integration of divine favor into everyday life. The gods were not only powerful forces of nature but also personifications of virtues and ideals that shaped the Roman worldview. These divine figures played central roles in myth, art, and culture, shaping the Roman understanding of the cosmos and their place within it. Jupiter, the king of the gods, ruled with his thunderbolt, embodying authority and justice, while Juno, the queen, symbolized marriage and protection of women. Neptune's command over the seas and Minerva's wisdom and strategy highlighted the balance between chaos and intellect. From Venus, the goddess of love, to Mars, the god of war, these deities captured the spectrum of human experience and emotion. Their stories, rituals, and temples became foundational elements of Roman identity, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire and intrigue to this day. Jupiter, the king of the Roman gods, is a figure of immense authority and power. Known as the god of the sky and thunder, he wields his mighty thunderbolt to enforce justice and maintain order. As the ruler of the Pantheon, Jupiter embodies wisdom, strength, and the unyielding force of divine law, standing as a protector of both gods and mortals alike. Jupiter was not only the king of the Roman gods but also a symbol of stability and justice in the Roman world. Known as Optimus Maximus, the best and the greatest, he was revered as the divine enforcer of order and harmony, ensuring the balance between heaven and earth. As the god of the sky and thunder, his mighty thunderbolt became the ultimate emblem of authority, wielded to punish wrongdoers and protect the righteous. Temples dedicated to Jupiter, such as the Grand Temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus on Capitoline Hill, served as central hubs for Roman religion and politics, where leaders sought his favor for victory in battle or guidance in governance. Beyond his role as a god of power and justice, Jupiter was also a protector of the Roman state. He was closely associated with oaths and treaties, and his presence was invoked during major public ceremonies to ensure divine blessing and legitimacy. Romans believed that Jupiter's watchful eye extended to their daily lives, rewarding piety and punishing hubris. His stories, steeped in myth, often portrayed him as a figure of wisdom and foresight, though not without human-like flaws that added complexity to his character. Through his immense influence, Jupiter came to embody not only the celestial forces of nature but also the ideals of leadership, law, and the enduring strength of Rome itself. Juno, the queen of the Roman gods, is the divine protector of women and the goddess of marriage and childbirth. Known for her grace and strength, she embodies loyalty, devotion, and the sanctity of family. As the wife of Jupiter and a powerful deity in her own right, Juno stands as a guardian of tradition and a symbol of regal authority. Juno, as the queen of the Roman gods, was much more than a counterpart to Jupiter. She was a powerful deity in her own right, revered as the protector of women and guardian of marriage. Her role extended to overseeing all aspects of a woman's life, from birth to marriage and beyond, earning her the title Juno Lucina as the goddess of childbirth. In this role, she was celebrated with rites and festivals, such as the Matronalia, where Roman women prayed for fertility and family harmony. Juno's nurturing side was complemented by her fierce loyalty and readiness to defend her loved ones, qualities that made her both a revered and a formidable figure in the Roman Pantheon. As a goddess of state, Juno was deeply connected to the welfare and prosperity of Rome. She was honored as Juno Regina, the protector of the city and its people, with grand temples built in her name, including the famous temple of Juno Moneta on Capitoline Hill. This temple not only served as a center of worship but also housed the Roman mint, tying Juno symbolically to the wealth and stability of the empire. Her stories, often reflecting themes of loyalty, pride, and vengeance, reveal a goddess of complexity, embodying both the nurturing warmth of a mother and the unyielding strength of a queen. Through her divine influence, Juno stood as a beacon of Roman values, particularly the sanctity of family, the strength of loyalty, and the enduring power of tradition. Neptune, the Roman god of the sea, is a powerful and commanding figure who rules over all bodies of water. Known for his trident and his temperamental nature, he embodies the raw, untamed energy of the ocean. As the protector of sailors and controller of storms, Neptune's influence is felt wherever the waves crash and the tides turn. Neptune, the Roman god of the sea, represented the raw and untamed power of water in all its forms. As the brother of Jupiter and Pluto, he ruled over one of the three realms of the universe: the oceans, rivers, and all bodies of water. Neptune's domain extended beyond the physical seas. He was also associated with storms, earthquakes, and the mysterious depths of the unknown. His iconic trident, a symbol of his authority, was said to control the waves and stir the seas into chaos or calm. In Roman culture, sailors and fishermen revered Neptune, offering sacrifices to seek his favor and ensure safe voyages across the unpredictable waters. In addition to his role as a sea deity, Neptune had a more complex connection to fertility and horses, a holdover from his earlier identity as a god of freshwater and agriculture. As Neptunus Equester, he was celebrated as a patron of horse racing, a beloved Roman pastime, with grand games held in his honor. His dual nature as a bringer of both life-giving rain and destructive storms mirrored the Romans' respect for the uncontrollable power of nature. Temples dedicated to Neptune, such as the Grand Basilica of Neptune in Rome, reflected his importance not just as a sea god but as a protector of the state's prosperity and a symbol of nature's untamed spirit. Through his immense influence, Neptune embodied the duality of creation and destruction, inspiring awe and reverence in all who honored him. Minerva, the Roman goddess of wisdom, war, and crafts, is a symbol of intellect and strategy. Revered for her calm composure and keen insight, she embodies the balance between knowledge and action. As a protector of cities and a patron of the arts and innovation, Minerva represents the power of reason and the pursuit of excellence. Minerva, the Roman goddess of wisdom, war, and crafts, was revered as a symbol of intellect, strategy, and skill. Unlike Mars, who represented the chaotic and violent aspects of war, Minerva embodied the discipline, planning, and precision required for victory. She was the protector of soldiers and generals who fought with cunning and strategy rather than brute force. Her wisdom extended beyond the battlefield. She was also the goddess of education, arts, and innovation, inspiring scholars, artisans, and inventors. As a guiding force for both war and culture, Minerva represented the balance between intellectual pursuits and practical action, making her one of the most respected deities in Roman mythology. Minerva's influence was not limited to the elite but extended to the everyday lives of Roman citizens. As the goddess of crafts, she was closely associated with weaving, pottery, and other skilled trades, providing divine inspiration to those who worked with their hands. Her festival, the Quinquatria, was a time of celebration and gratitude for her guidance, especially among artisans and students. Temples dedicated to Minerva, such as the one on the Aventine Hill, served as centers of learning and worship, reflecting her role as a patron of intellectual and artistic endeavors. Through her wisdom and practicality, Minerva symbolized the enduring Roman values of discipline, innovation, and the pursuit of excellence in all fields of life. Mars, the Roman god of war, embodies strength, courage, and the unyielding spirit of battle. Revered as both a fierce warrior and a protector of Rome, he symbolizes the power and discipline required to achieve victory. As a central figure in Roman mythology, Mars inspires valor on the battlefield and determination in the face of conflict. The Roman god of war was much more than a deity of bloodshed and battle. He symbolized the discipline, strength, and courage essential to the Roman identity. As a protector of the state, Mars was deeply intertwined with the expansion and defense of Rome's empire. His presence was invoked before military campaigns, with soldiers dedicating rituals to ensure his favor and guidance in battle. Unlike his Greek counterpart Ares, who was often seen as chaotic and destructive, Mars represented a more calculated and honorable approach to warfare. He was not only the embodiment of martial prowess but also a patron of agriculture, emphasizing the balance between destruction and cultivation, mirroring Rome's dual focus on conquest and growth. His influence extended beyond the battlefield and into the fabric of Roman civic life. As the father of Romulus, the legendary founder of Rome, Mars held a unique position as the divine ancestor of the Roman people, linking their origins to his power. Temples dedicated to Mars, such as the Grand Temple of Mars Altar, Mars the Avenger, in the Forum of Augustus, served as places of reverence and a testament to Rome's military might. His festivals, particularly the Feriae Martii in March, marked the start of the campaigning season and celebrated the strength of Rome's legions. Through his dual role as a god of war and a nurturer of the land, Mars stood as a symbol of Roman resilience, embodying the spirit of a people determined to thrive in both war and peace. Venus, the Roman goddess of love, beauty, and fertility, is a symbol of passion and harmony. Known for her enchanting charm and connection to the arts, she embodies the power of attraction and the nurturing force of creation. As a divine figure of allure and grace, Venus inspires love and unity in both the mortal and divine realms. The Roman goddess of love, beauty, and fertility, was one of the most beloved and influential deities in Roman mythology. She represented the transformative power of love and desire, uniting people and gods alike. As a patroness of passion, Venus was invoked in matters of the heart, from romantic relationships to the bonds of family and friendship. Beyond personal connections, she symbolized the creative forces of nature, embodying fertility and the renewal of life. Her association with gardens, flowers, and the springtime reflected her nurturing influence over the natural world and human emotions alike. In addition to her role as a goddess of love, Venus held a significant place in Roman political and cultural identity. She was venerated as the divine mother of Aeneas, the Trojan hero who founded the lineage that would lead to Rome's creation. This connection tied Venus to the destiny of the Roman state, granting her the title Venus Genetrix, or Venus the Ancestress. The Temple of Venus Genetrix in the Forum of Caesar stood as a testament to her importance, serving as both a place of worship and a symbol of Rome's divine origins. Through her influence on both the personal and the political, Venus represented the interconnectedness of beauty, love, and the prosperity of Rome itself. Apollo, the Roman god of the sun, music, poetry, and prophecy, embodies light, creativity, and harmony. Renowned for his artistic brilliance and his role as a healer and seer, Apollo represents the pursuit of knowledge and the celebration of life's beauty. As a figure of inspiration and clarity, he guides both mortals and gods toward enlightenment and balance. The Roman god of the sun, music, poetry, and prophecy, embodied the ideals of light, harmony, and artistic excellence. As the bringer of light, Apollo was associated with clarity, reason, and truth, making him a guiding force for those seeking knowledge and enlightenment. His mastery of the lyre and his role as the patron of the arts inspired countless poets, musicians, and scholars, fostering a culture of creativity and refinement. Apollo's connection to the Muses further cemented his influence over artistic and intellectual pursuits, as he was seen as their leader and the source of their inspiration. Beyond his artistic and intellectual influence, Apollo was also a god of healing and protection. He was revered as a bringer of health, often invoked in times of plague or illness to ward off harm. At the same time, his role as a god of prophecy, particularly through the Oracle of Delphi, allowed mortals to seek divine guidance and insight into their destinies. In this duality, Apollo represented both the power to heal and the ability to illuminate the unknown. His temples, such as the Grand Temple of Apollo in Rome, served as centers of worship and learning, reflecting his multifaceted nature as a god of light, knowledge, and renewal. Diana, the Roman goddess of the hunt, the moon, and wilderness, is a symbol of independence and harmony with nature. Known for her swift prowess and connection to the wild, she embodies strength, purity, and the cycles of life. As a protector of animals and guardian of the night, Diana inspires freedom and balance in all who revere her. The Roman goddess of the hunt, the moon, and wilderness, is a figure of independence and natural harmony. She is often portrayed as a fierce protector of animals and the untamed wilds, embodying the freedom and tranquility of the natural world. Her role as a huntress symbolizes her strength and agility, and she was frequently depicted with her bow and arrows, accompanied by her faithful deer. Diana's dominion over the moon further enhanced her mystique, associating her with the rhythms of the night and the cycles of life. For those who lived close to nature, Diana represented both the beauty and the challenges of the wilderness. In addition to her role as a protector of the natural world, Diana was deeply connected to women, especially in matters of childbirth and transitions in life. As Diana Lucina, she was revered as a guardian of mothers and newborns, offering strength and guidance in moments of vulnerability. Festivals like the Nemeralia celebrated Diana as both a huntress and a goddess of the moon, drawing worshippers to her sacred groves to honor her with candles and offerings. Her temples, often situated in forested areas, reflected her connection to the wild. Through her dual role as a fierce huntress and a nurturing protector, Diana symbolized the balance of strength and compassion, inspiring reverence across all walks of Roman life. Vulcan, the Roman god of fire and craftsmanship, is a master of creation and transformation. Revered as the divine blacksmith, he forges weapons, tools, and wonders for both gods and mortals. Representing the raw power of fire harnessed for ingenuity, Vulcan embodies resilience, skill, and the enduring spirit of innovation. The Roman god of fire and craftsmanship was revered as the divine blacksmith and a master of creation. He ruled over the transformative power of fire, turning raw materials into tools, weapons, and magnificent works of art. Unlike many other deities, Vulcan's influence extended into the tangible and practical aspects of life, embodying ingenuity, resilience, and the ability to harness destructive forces for constructive purposes. His forges, often imagined as hidden within the heart of a volcano, were the source of the god's most powerful artifacts, from Jupiter's thunderbolts to Aeneas's legendary armor. Through his craft, Vulcan represented the balance between destruction and creation, forging both the tools of war and the symbols of peace. Despite his formidable talents, Vulcan's mythology often highlighted his duality as both a powerful creator and a figure marked by imperfection. His physical deformity, sometimes attributed to his fall from Olympus, made him a symbol of overcoming adversity and turning challenges into strengths. This humanizing aspect of his character endeared him to Roman craftsmen and laborers, who saw in him a reflection of their own struggles and triumphs. His festival, the Vulcanalia, was celebrated with offerings of fish and fire to honor his dual nature as a bringer of both life and destruction. Temples dedicated to Vulcan, such as the Vulcanale in Rome, were central places of worship and reverence, symbolizing his critical role in both divine and mortal affairs. Vesta, the Roman goddess of the hearth, home, and family, embodies warmth, purity, and unity. As the keeper of the sacred flame, she symbolizes the continuity of life and the stability of community. Revered for her nurturing presence, Vesta inspires devotion and harmony in both personal and civic life. The Roman goddess of the hearth, home, and family, was one of the most revered deities in Roman religion. Her sacred flame, kept perpetually burning in her temples, symbolized the continuity of life, the stability of the state, and the sanctity of family. Unlike other gods, Vesta was not depicted in human form in her temples. Instead, her presence was represented by the eternal flame, emphasizing her spiritual and protective nature. As the center of the home and the state, Vesta was honored in every Roman household through domestic hearths, where families offered prayers and sacrifices to seek her blessings for unity and prosperity. Her importance in Roman life was a reflection of the value placed on the home as the foundation of Roman society. The Vestal Virgins, priestesses dedicated to Vesta, played a crucial role in maintaining her worship and the sacred flame in the Temple of Vesta in Rome. Chosen at a young age, they were tasked with upholding the rituals and purity required to safeguard the goddess's favor. Their service symbolized the integrity and stability of the Roman state, and their influence extended into public life, as they were treated with great respect and afforded privileges. The festival of Vestalia, celebrated in June, was a time for Romans to honor Vesta by offering gifts at her temple and cleaning their hearths at home. Through her guardianship of both domestic and civic harmony, Vesta embodied the enduring Roman values of piety, unity, and devotion. Mercury, the Roman god of commerce, communication, and travel, is a symbol of speed, intelligence, and adaptability. As the fleet-footed messenger of the gods, he bridges the mortal and divine worlds with ease. Known for his wit and resourcefulness, Mercury embodies the spirit of connection and the pursuit of knowledge. The Roman god of communication, commerce, and travel, was a vital figure in both divine and mortal realms. Known for his speed and wit, Mercury served as the messenger of the gods, bridging the heavens and the earth with his winged sandals and caduceus. He was not only a conveyor of divine messages but also a guide for souls traveling to the underworld, emphasizing his role as a mediator and connector. His association with trade and negotiation made him a patron of merchants and travelers, symbolizing adaptability in the flow of goods and ideas. In a society as expansive as Rome's, Mercury's domain over commerce and communication reflected the importance of connection and exchange in maintaining the empire. Mercury's cunning and resourcefulness also made him a symbol of intellect and ingenuity. His cleverness was evident in myths where he outwitted adversaries or used his skills to aid other gods, showcasing his quick thinking and adaptability. Temples dedicated to Mercury, such as those located along bustling trade routes, emphasized his role in ensuring prosperity and safe journeys. Festivals like the Mercurialia were held in his honor, where merchants would sprinkle water from his sacred fountain on their goods, seeking his blessings for successful ventures. Through his multifaceted nature, Mercury embodied the spirit of movement, innovation, and the enduring connections that supported both personal and societal growth. Ceres, the Roman goddess of agriculture and fertility, embodies the nurturing power of the earth. As the protector of crops and the bringer of harvests, she ensures abundance and sustenance for all. Revered for her connection to the cycles of life, Ceres symbolizes growth, renewal, and the enduring bond between humanity and nature. The Roman goddess of agriculture and fertility was deeply revered as the nurturer of humanity. She governed over the cycles of planting and harvesting, ensuring that the earth yielded its bounty to sustain life. Her blessings were invoked by farmers to secure abundant crops and by families to guarantee the continuity of their lineage. Ceres was also closely associated with the changing seasons, a connection reflected in myths like her search for her daughter Proserpina, which symbolized the annual cycle of growth and dormancy in nature. Through her influence over the land's fertility and the renewal of life, Ceres symbolized the essential relationship between humanity and the natural world. Ceres' importance extended beyond the fields to the civic and spiritual heart of Roman society. As a goddess of abundance and renewal, she was celebrated during the Cerealia, a spring festival marked by games, processions, and offerings of grain. Her temples, often adorned with wheat motifs and located near granaries, were centers of worship and gratitude for the sustenance she provided. The Eleusinian mysteries, rituals associated with her Greek counterpart Demeter, highlighted her role in teaching humans about agriculture and the mysteries of life and death. Through her guardianship of the earth's fertility and her symbolic connection to life's cyclical nature, Ceres embodied the values of sustenance, continuity, and reverence for nature.